Remember the 5th of November. On this day over 4 centuries ago, a man named Guy Fawkes tried to blow up Parliament for reasons few of us care to remember. And isn't that fitting? We often know the what, the where, the when, and the how. This constitutes the extent of what's considered newsworthy these days. Very rarely do we ever question the why. We see his false face used as a symbol of our perceived struggles, but have no idea whether or not the ideologies even match. One man's extreme Catholicism is another's impotent revolt, and isn't that just a little sad? Symbols are powerful. They act as placeholders long after our words have been silenced. As you can see, I've decided to become a symbol of my own. We no longer ask the question why. Why is the path to discomfort? It's the arena of controversy, challenged beliefs, and hurt feelings. The world is such a small place now, and with everyone connected, it's become too easy to offend. Too easy to ignite anger and threats of violence from minority groups across the pond. So we dumb everything down to what, where, when, and how, and drown in any talk of why with more lights, noise, and nipple slips. Everything is a blurb, a footnote, a tweet, a vine. Everything is Wikipedia. It's hard to offend someone on such a small platform without coming across as either crazy or funny, and maybe a little bit of both. Easily dismissible either way. Widespread access to social media is often flaunted as a hallmark of our growing freedom, proof that the human condition is improving. But there's something wrong, isn't there? Don't get me wrong, I too enjoy the ability to connect with friends at the click of a button. I also consume the products provided by my favorite artists. But for every immortal technique and Warren Ellis, there's a Miley Cyrus and 50 Shades of crap. Are we any happier? Is the world a better place? With all our voices shouting at the same time, it's hard to hear much of anything. War, genocide, and chronic poverty are not things of the past. But despite our greater connection, despite the fact that together we can function as an independent network of global journalists, the truth gets drowned out and replaced by the latest kitty cat meme. I know why we did it. I know why we traded in the truth for simple entertainment. It's better to have a permanent smile on your face, even a fake one, than to feel powerless to stop the horrible things in the world. Or be reminded that we're in fact the cause. After all, we pay for the privilege to play all day long, as others comb through our hand-me-downs and trash, while producing the very items that fuel our distraction. The only thing we produce anymore that's worth purchasing is entertainment, and most of it isn't very good. Okay, let's be honest, most of it is downright terrible. I, for one, think the world needs a better brand of celebrity, a return to balance. See, only 150 years ago, ideas were also entertainment. Scientists, philosophers, writers, and freethinkers were celebrities. Rich A-listers placed men like Charles Darwin on pedestals to battle an oppressive church. Well, actually, Darwin was also rich. Alfred Russel Wallace, meanwhile, took bets to prove the world wasn't flat just to make rent. Edison fought with Tesla, while Tesla would have been more than just Facebook friends with Mark Twain. We had our Einsteins, our Freuds, our Youngs, and our Goulds. All connected, all discussing ideas and sharing thoughts about the world. Then all of a sudden, they were gone. Replaced by our Kardashians, Spears, Hiltons, Kanye West, Justin Biebers, Eminems, and Richard Dawkins. Okay, wait, I like Eminem. But Richard Dawkins truly does suck. Now, I wouldn't dare claim to be able to sing, dance, and act the fool better than these guys. I wasn't trained to be a stripper or want to be gangster. But I do one thing very well, and that's tell the truth. So in lieu of this calendar day, I thought I would share something with you. It's an answer to one of those pesky why questions that we've tried so diligently to forget. But be warned, everything comes with a set of costs. The truth isn't always beautiful, and we may not always like the answer. But I, for one, believe that it still has a place in this world, on principle alone. Having said that, do you know why there's war, genocide, and poverty in our world? Why Hitler put Jews into ovens? Why Jews murdered and evicted millions of Palestinians? Why Americans death marched and poisoned natives? Why Hutus butchered Tutsis? Why Bantus ate pygmies and shot Bushmen for sport? Why the Taliban is holed up in mountains and Al-Qaeda bombs embassies? Why China always threatens to eliminate Tibet and Taiwan? It's because we're different species, and such extremism represents the strongest proof of the reinforcement of species barriers. If we treat humans like any other animal on the planet, we reach the uncomfortable conclusion that some of us, not all of us, act like different species. And that includes Jesus. It's not about whether you can breed together, but if you do, and most of us don't, you need only look into a mirror. Now I understand if this sounds impossible, or if you believe I'm some crazy person to just ignore. If you could care less about the details beyond this point, feel free to leave this day unmarked, move on to the next performer. But if you feel as I feel, if you want to know the who's, the what's, the where's, the how's, and most importantly the why's, then let's start a new revolution of thought. Let's explore arenas of discomfort instead of being afraid of them. Let's see if anything good can grow from even the most dangerous of ideas. If you believe there's still a place for the truth, bring balance back to your evening's entertainment. Support the truth and the people who bring it to you. There will always be a place for song and dance. A revolution without dancing isn't worth fighting for. Let's reconnect and open the virtual tables of discussion and use our greater connection to counter the growing apathy and silencing of truth amongst the random, meaningless noise. Join me, and let's see if 1 year from now we can bring the people a 5th of November full of song and dance that shall never be forgot.